Yo, what's up? Okay, so this will be a quick video to talk about my first video and address areas I think I could have done better in it. Okay, so but before we start, let me introduce myself, right? Which I forgot to do in my first video, right? I am Renting Wagon. I'm actually not too sure what or like what should have decided with the name, so I just went with it, right? If you have better names, make sure to like suggest me, like tell me some suggestions or like whatever, right? Okay, anyways, this also leads me to my first point, which is like I forgot the damn introduction. Like, goodness me, I was so caught up in wanting to make the video perfect, I completely forgot about like the basics in like the basic structure of like making videos, that especially in like your first video of making your channel, you have to introduce yourself, right? Like, I was so damn focused, like, oh shit, I want to make this like the perfect video, right? I don't want to disappoint people, that I just went head in, and like I forgot the most important part, right? And secondly, I initially went for like the freestyle speech, basically like, oh, like saying random stuff I have popped up in my head, right? Which is what I usually do, and in like calls or whatever. But I realized I kept making a lot of like mistakes, or like things that just don't really make a lot of sense, and like just the noises, right? I kept repeating the same thing, which sounds really weird. So I decided to, like, you know what, just like scrap this. I actually made like the double take of in my first video, right? The first take was much longer, and the second take, I went for like a more calmer vibe, but it ended up just making me like sound fucking depressed, like, which, like, thirdly, um I placed the microphone way too close to my mouth, right? It almost made me sound like an ASMR channel. And because of that, I also sound like totally depressed. Why? Because I want to go for this calm and like chill vibe, right? I really enjoy those kinds of content on like YouTube, but because the mic was way too close, right? And I ended up almost like whispering instead of talking, and there's a lot of like just it recorded a lot of my breath, right? My breathing sounds, and it's overall very weird, right? And this time I'll be putting my microphone a little bit further from my mouth, and like I'm going to test how things goes, which is why I'm making this video for the first place, right? I'm looking at my first video, which is like a total disaster, and I'm looking what I could like implement, or like what I could change to make it better, right? and and frankly, I could have done more preparations and research, but hey, it's part of my learning process, and I'm glad I got to improve because of it, right? And next time I will aim to upload, maybe if this video does well, right? Performance wise, right? I don't really care about like the views first, but like performance wise, if it does well, I'll try to aim more videos in this kind of style, right? I will probably like maybe upload once every 1 or 2 weeks, depending on my schedule, and like if my environment is like good, or like it's not very noisy, right? And yeah, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.